starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Timberwolves. At point guard, Mike Conley. At small forward, Jaden McDaniels. At center, Rudy Gobert. At the forward position, Karl Anthony Towns. At the other guard, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of the visiting team is Chris Finch. And now, introducing the Boston Celtics. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. Starting at point guard, standing 6'5", number 4, Drew Holiday. At center, standing 7'2", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum.
Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. They have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. And it's Conley in at point guard. And for Boston, White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point. And now that we've had a decent percentage of the season completed, Doris, what do you think is crucial for these teams to focus on heading into the second half?
I think for the most part, organizations start to hone in on a couple things. Health, and then how do you pace yourself down the stretch of the season? You know, you see so much conversation about load management. Teams and players realize it's a very long season, and the best is yet to come with the playoffs.
Now here's Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
This guy's more comfortable from that range than most 7-footers. Mr. Towns, such a sweet shooting big.
Towns against Tatum. Over Towns. Tatum, shot is good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Double team on Towns. Here's Gobert. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Pass to Holiday. Outside, Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Defensive foul, Rudy Gobert. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line with one shot.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on White. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Brown can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Conley with the ball, picked up by Tatum. Gobert passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on White. Here's Edwards. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Doris, you think about how the Celtics are built. They make shrewd personnel choices year after year.
They have historically drafted very well. I think the challenge for the Boston Celtics and all organizations, the new implications of the salary cap and player personnel deal. Building teams may look different going forward.
Now here's Edwards. Last game out, 36 points for him. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels can't hit.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Holiday up top. He's guarded by Conley. Porzingis in the post. He's against Gobert.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Conley passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Edwards got 7.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Tatum from long range. The rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. Reality is, it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
Now here's McDaniels. No made baskets yet. And that one's good from Conley.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
And Boston calls time here.
And your Celtics,
And looking at the 2K leaderboard here, you see the top scoring small forwards over the past month. Jaylen Brown is second.
And some of the best scorers in the league play the 3 spot. You just marvel at the talent level of this group.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
Towns can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Outside Holiday. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And here's Edwards. He has 7. Towns outside for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Holiday against Conley. Outside Holiday. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
To the paint. Outside White. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Clock at 4. 3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Conley. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Tatum looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Gotta move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now here's Towns. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Conley against Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Tatum. Lets the three fly. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
High post Towns. Here's Gobert. Still without a bucket. Great D that time from Porzingis. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Holiday passes to Brown. Here's Tatum. Outside White. Back to Tatum from behind the arc. And the Celtics another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Well, if we want to talk about Derek White for a moment, he's become such an effective defender, Grant.
Yeah, you know, B.A., he's got a great mix of awareness and ability. Just an exceptional quickness that allows him to be a disruptor at that end.
Here's Holiday. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Tatum. No good there. Good work defensively by Towns. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Edwards against White. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Anthony Edwards has length and strength, and defense is there, but he just makes it look easy.
Tatum inside, covered by Towns. Pass to Tatum, back to Holiday. McDaniels against Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
First one falls for him. Well, Doris, when he's off the court, Jaylen Brown is an outspoken advocate for education.
What I love about Jaylen, B.A., is that he's about so much more than basketball. This young man has a passion for learning. It's a very admirable cause he has tried to be outspoken for. You love the superstar level effort between the lines and outside the lines. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now here's Anderson. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And checking out some numbers for Jason Tatum.
And when you look at his rebounding numbers, I think the season is starting to wear him down a little bit. His numbers there have dipped over this month, but I'm sure he'll catch a much-needed second win soon.
First free throw is good. And Anderson drops them both. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Brown passes to Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Kick out to Brown. From downtown, drops in the 3. Brown's got 5 now.
Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
Now here's Anderson. Kicks it out, Towns. On the wing, Milton. Towns on a screen. Milton with it. Now Horford defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting from Minnesota. Shake Milton taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. And the Celtics in possession here. They trail by 1. Pass to Hauser. Outside, Brown. Here's the 3. Alexander Walker grabs a board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here's Milton. Towns outside. Now here's Milton, guarded closely. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Shake Milton. At the line for 1.
The Celtics have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Horford. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
How about that? Contest is right there. Just Al Horford better on the offensive end than the defense.
Here's Alexander Walker. From the arc. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Pass to Brown. Crafty move. Reed with the rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Milton. Up top, Anderson. Comes up empty down low. And for Boston, they're shooting an impressive 47%. Hauser. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Tatum, he's checked in for Brown. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Assisted
They
by
can't stop him.
Shake
And it's
Milton.
Tatum with the ball for Boston. Pass to Hauser. Fires it. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Here's Alexander Walker. Now here's Anderson. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Tatum. He played a great game against Indiana. Horford can't hit. Edwards looking for an opening. Here's Alexander Walker. Shoots over Horford. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Boston has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. On the court for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Shake Milton. And it's Edwards in at the 2 guard. Here's Pritchard. No points so far. And here's Horford for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy is he accurate.
Here's Alexander Walker, hounded by Tatum. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reid. Counted from distance. Reid's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation, and that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Celtics have terrific depth. They have a number of reserves who could start for other teams. All-star Jason Tatum said those guys sacrificing coming off the bench, I think that just speaks volumes to the commitment that we have to be our best and to playing to our standard every night. Brian?
That's what it takes, Allie, right? Thank you. That free throw, no good. The Celtics making a switch here. Mikhailuk's checked in. And the second free throw is good. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Tatum with it. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Full of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics. number 30, Sam Hauser.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Off the inbound. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And Edwards slams it in.
Assisted.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Milton. Pass to Tatum. Cornette sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Tatum passes to Pritchard. 19-footer. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Here's Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. It's blocked. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum, launches it from deep. Oh, count it! Tatum hits from way out.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Edwards against Tatum. Outside Edwards, three-pointer. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
On the wing, Tatum lets it go from deep. And the Celtics another three.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Up top, Edwards. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Hauser. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Milton. Anderson finds Gobert. Here's Edwards. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Anderson. Oh, no good again that time. The Celtics with the lead. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And Grant, you look at the longevity of Horford's career. He's done a great job reinventing himself.
You know, B.A., he added the 3 to his game once he hit 30, and that has extended his career by changing how he plays. He still can be an X factor on any given night.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 15. Outside, Anderson. The 3 is up. Offensive board. Gobert. The Frenchman. Gobert.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Outside Tatum. Horford outside. Pass to Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Conley passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards. He's covered by Holiday. Back to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
Well, you know the length of Rudy Gobert. He's virtually unstoppable in that restricted area.
Anderson against Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Pass to Conley. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Back to Pritchard. Horford outside. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Oh, KP with the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Conley passes to Edwards. Now Gobert, defended by Porzingis. Gobert on the high post, working on Porzingis. Back to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
The assist.
Gobert's got 6 here in the quarter.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Right side Tatum. Horford outside. Pass to Holiday. Fires the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Reed with it. Outside Anderson. From outside the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And he hits the first of 3.
Celtics Entertainment.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he makes all 3. Now Holiday making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Porzingis up top. Four on the clock. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Porzingis has got 5.
When he needs to get into that mid-range bag, Kristaps Porzingis feels super comfortable.
Pass to Towns. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Holiday passes to White. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Brown, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They'll take on the Magic at Amway Center after this one, and that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Good work defensively by White. Boston has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Brown finds White. Porzingis up top. Back to White from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Now here's Conley. Puts it up from 12. Drained it for 2 points. 5 points in the game.
Well, smart shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
White against McDaniels. Pass to Horford. Back to White. Holiday with the ball. He's guarded by Conley. Boston, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Outside McDaniels. White against Conley. Back to Daniels. Now Towns launches it. Sinks it from distance. And now a three-point Timberwolves lead.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Brown.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The kick out to White. Back to Brown. And here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Porzingis has got 7 points.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Towns, a screen on Holiday. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Conley against Holiday. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Horford. True on the 14-footer. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Porzingis sets a screen. And here's Brown for three. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Holiday against Conley. McDaniels against White. Strong finish by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Brown looking around. Nice D from Anderson.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's a pretty good defense. Wow.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after this.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
The difference in this game, the free throw disparity. They've been too complacent on the offensive end, and defensively, no discipline.
Yep, giving away points at the charity stripe makes their job much more difficult. And there's more NBA action in store for us tonight. Here are the games tipping off later. The Bulls will square off against the Hornets in Charlotte. That one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Let me go through my papers, Ernie. This game is too close to call. Pretty evenly matched squads. This is what my research is showing.
Yeah, it might just come down to who wants it more. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
White and Brown with the 2 of the 3. Jason Tatum out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Edwards. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's been a career of ups and downs for Porzingis, but he seems to have found himself now, Boris.
Well, let's think about the start of his career with the New York organization. He was off to a tremendous start. Then the injury sets in, and obviously there's a physical and mental battle you've got to overcome. But boy, now that he's moved on, he is
Assist
about the handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter. That is so good.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Boston trailing. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Conley passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on White. And here's Edwards outside. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
There's a screen from 12 feet. Edwards can't hit.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
17-foot shot on the way, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Pass to Gobert. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Back to Conley. Towns outside. The 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Brown. Pass to Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Here's Towns. Hounded by Tatum. Fades away. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 16 points.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
From the low block. That one's wide left. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. And Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. As always, things getting interesting in the West. A look at the standings. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot.
You know, for Minnesota, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Edwards can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum from long range. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
The shot by Towns, no good. Boston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside, Brown. Over Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert. Pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Conley passes to Edwards. And another 3 from Minnesota.
He started to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Outside Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Horford. Back to Holiday. Porzingis, high post. Look at KP, strong inside.
Just such a good feel for the game. Porzingis sees that clock dwindling, stays calm. Money in the bank, baby.
Conley up top. He's covered by Holiday. Conley passes to Edwards. Boston with a rebound. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
The determination from Holiday shines through there. Refuses to give up on that shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
That's good from Holiday.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Conley passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards. The 3 ball. Doesn't go that time. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Holiday against Conley. Holiday taking his time here. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Horford, a screen on Conley. Up and over Conley. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. For Boston, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Anderson for the lead. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Edwards finds Conley. Lets the 3 fly. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Holiday passes to Brown. Outside Porzingis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley passes to Edwards. Towns a screen on Brown. And here's Edwards outside. The putback. Gobert with the follow.
If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
Pass to Horford. Here's Tatum. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Tatum's got 39.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Gobert with it. And here's Edwards outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Anderson against Tatum. Outside, Brown. Holiday passes to Tatum. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics.
Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis, and Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pass to Anderson. There's a minute 34 left in the third.
Peyton Pritchard.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And here's Milton, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 2. Shoots over Brown. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Alexander Walker.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Now Horford. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Towns with the ball. Back to Milton. From behind the arc. And there's Towns on the assist by Milton. Towns has got 19 points.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. Puts up the 8-footer. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Alexander Walker, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander Walker. 1 shot.
That one misses. Boston trailing. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota's shooting is around 55% so far. Pass to Towns. Milton for 3. And that's not going to go. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, Priest.
I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota in the lead, setting the floor for the Timberwolves. We've got Edwards, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Milton in at the point guard position. Anderson against Horford. Takes a three. And Anderson gets the three. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Edwards against Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cornette. Reid defending. Stolen by Reid. Now here's Anderson. And he lays it up and in. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
The Celtics shooting at a respectable 49%. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Outside Tatum for three. Not going to go that time.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Milton. And another three from Minnesota.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Horford outside. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. To halt the run. Minnesota with a rebound. Reid's got 5 rebounds in the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Edwards for three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Timeout called. The Celtics.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Hauser. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Anderson. Fires for three. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got his 4th rebound in this one. Horford outside. Back to Pritchard from downtown. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Horford's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Reid finds Edwards. Rejected by Horford. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That one on Tatum. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
And Boston has possession. Tatum with it. Pass to Pritchard. And And here's Holiday from the right block. Reed with the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Out to the right wing. From 12 feet. The shot by Conley. No good.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Alexander Walker. And rejected. Tatum against Edwards. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 46.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Now Conley. Spins. Reed sets a screen. Lets it go from 14. The shot by Conley. No good.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded closely. Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got 6 here in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And Minnesota calls time here. Well, the past few years, Jason Tatum has made a concerted effort to attack the rim.
BA, he has gotten stronger. He has gotten more aggressive. Even with his offhand, Tatum is now special at finishing around the rim. You love this about him. He methodically attacks his weaknesses in order to become complete.
Give it up once again for your Celtics entertainment.
Here's Anderson. Back to Edwards. Kicks it out to Anderson. The 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Celtics have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Tatum inside. Here's Pritchard. No good with the triple. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker, hounded by Tatum. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Boston has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Holiday against Conley. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Anderson.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Three-pointer Holiday. Minnesota with a rebound.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
To the middle, Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Conley. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Conley. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
Pass to Reed. Outside Conley. Oh, sweet move. And it's good on the lay-in. Conley's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Horford, a screen on Edwards. Three-pointer Holiday. And the Celtics another three.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Edwards, the pass to Reed. Here's Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. The three is up. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Edwards against Holiday. Jacks up a three, and his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Conley passes to Reed. Up top, Edwards. 4-3. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And the Celtics call time here.
Yellow fans on the court.
Changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. Here's Tatum. Again! What an avalanche! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Conley with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. And he lobs. Ooh! Alley-oop finish with authority by Gobert.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Tatum finds Porzingis over Gobert. That one rolls around and rims out. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Gobert passes to Edwards. Got it. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Holiday up top. White for 3. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, you love the physicality by Porzingis. Mix it up off the backboards, KP.
Pass to Towns. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. That shot is off. Boston shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Now here's Porzingis. No good on the 3. Conley against Holiday. Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Towns outside. Pass to Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, look at Rudy Gobert.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Tatum from long range. Good. Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here.
The end of the game.
It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Good night, everybody.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big. For a team that shoots threes like they do, it's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burt, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony